So, Coach, you always say it's the hustle plays and the details at the end of close games that determine the outcome. How happy were you to see you on the right side of those plays tonight?
I thought our guys were great. They did an excellent job of communicating in the huddle, the things we needed to do, fouling up three at that moment, coming up with the rebound, Anthony Black making a heck of a play, but those offensive rebounds down the stretch for Dell were gigantic. And I think our guys just making those small winning plays throughout the game are huge for us.
You called a timeout there at about the 4-minute mark after Detroit tied the game. What did you tell your team in that time?
Stay poised. It was a 4-minute mark, and just understanding to win this 4 minutes, win that mini battle within the game, and understand what's working for us. They do an unbelievable job defensively, so trying to find matchups is not easy against them, but our guys found ways to make plays. That's why I go back to those offensive rebounds. Those are just hustle plays. Those aren't a call. That's not an XO. That's just making a hustle, hard-nosed, I want it more than you play.
You mentioned the Anthony Black block. What did you see exactly on that possession?
Yeah, he did a heck of a job. Anthony Black, first of all, he played with such a level of aggression and poise and toughness about him tonight. And that's what we continue to need from him. That's what we're going to continue to need from him. But I think that last block was big, and doing it without fouling. Them not getting the three off for the game, I think, was huge.
How special was Desmond tonight?
I told him in there, he found a way. He's a dog. He finds a way to go get it. He was doing it, whatever it took to go get this game, from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. It actually started for him basically before the jump ball in the beginning of the game. I think that's where he was locked in, to where he was going to set the tone right away.
What does it say about Jalen, who was struggling in the first half but found his way in the second and obviously knocked down those two clutch free throws?
Big-time free throws, big-time shots. Had played with so much poise in that second half, just not letting the shot making or missing get to him, but just stepping into that moment and then taking on the defensive challenge down the stretch with Cade. And I think he did a heck of a job. Our team did a heck of a job. This is by committee. This group did a heck of a job, both defensively and offensively.
Obviously advanced to the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. You'll host the quarterfinal game you play in. How great is it to know that you're going to have your fans behind you in that game?
We're so happy to be home. I mean, we have some of the best fans in the NBA, and I think they're going to be back there supporting us, ready to go. And I think we'll enjoy this one right now, because this was a tough game versus a tough opponent that's been playing great basketball. So for us to do this is very special for our guys right now. But we'll enjoy this moment and then be ready to get to work for our game back on Monday.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
AB, a lot of times it's the hustle plays. AB, a lot of times it's the hustle plays that determine the outcome of a close game. It seemed like you guys were on the right side of those hustle plays tonight. What did you see there down the stretch?
Just us having more will to go win the game. You seen Dez get the offensive rebound, and you seen Dell get 2 or 3 back-to-back. So I think down the stretch we just had more will to win the game, and we made big plays and we sealed the game.
How would you describe that block to end the game?
I really don't know. I was just looking at Duncan, because they said they were trying to do a play to get it off the rim and hit him. So I didn't see it till I went in the locker room. That was crazy. Ball came off the rim so smooth, but I was just face guarding him, and I felt him get the ball. Just try to get a hand up and impact it.
How happy are you to see Jalen come on strong in the second half and knock down those clutch free throws?
Super happy, it wasn't really his half in the first half, but we all told him, second half's your half, and we told him we were going to need him if we wanted to win the game. So he did a good job getting those 2 threes, made some big free throws, and he just played really well in the second half.
You guys were in a timeout with about 4 minutes left after Detroit tied it. What was Coach telling you in that time?
Just to stay calm. It's a tie game, despite playing on the road, hearing the fans get up. We just knew we had to do to win the game. We knew it was a tie game still, and we knew we just had to come out, execute, get the stops, and run we needed to run on the other end.
What does a win like this say about your team?
Just that we're tough, We withstood the runs. They're a physical team, tough team. I feel like we met them. We brought that to them today, and I think we just did a good job combating that, staying the course, weathering the storm, and then making big plays on the stretch, like Wendell, Dez, and then those free throws to seal the game.
You guys now advance to the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. You'll be able to host that game. How happy are you that you'll have your fans behind you in that game?
Super happy, Last year we went to Milwaukee and played a game that, we feel like we should have won. So it's definitely just another opportunity for us to come out, play at the crib, play a meaningful game, playoff-style basketball, and just see what we got. Try to make it to Vegas.
Good. Desmond, you seem to make all the hustle plays down the stretch amongst your group. Just how critical were those plays collectively?
I mean, Coach was saying, there's 4 minutes left to go. Like, everything we got, everything, regardless of what it's going to take to win the game. I mean, there was a bunch of big plays on that last offensive possession we had. We had 3 different offensive rebounds. You talk about some of the loose balls on the other end, rebounding, deflections. I thought all the way up and down the board, like, guys were locked in and playing extremely hard.
What'd you see on that AB block to end the game?
That's what he does. I mean, he's a game changer, man. I mean, what he can do on the defensive end, his spark getting downhill, playing in transition on offense. Really, really, really good young player, and glad that he's on our team.
You had a strong night tonight offensively. What helped you get into a rhythm?
I think motivation to play this game. Last time we played them, we're still trying to figure ourselves out as a team, and they were chirping and doing what they do. So we wanted to come in and make sure that we was the ones setting the tone tonight.
What were you telling Jalen after halftime? Obviously, he struggled a little bit in the first half, but he found a rhythm in the second, then knocked down those clutch free throws.
Shoot 10 more. I mean, he's battle tested, man. He's heart and soul of this team. I tell him that all the time. Like, the way he's able to bring guys together, the spirit that he plays with on both ends of the floor. Never doubt yourself. Always trust yourself, and we all got trust in you. So do what you do.
You guys advanced to the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. You'll be hosting that quarterfinal game. How happy is it that you'll be able to play in front of your fans in that game? Man,
it's fantastic. We got some great fans. We're going to need all of them. We're going to need everybody to come show up, come cheer us on, and help us advance, get to Vegas. It's something that we've talked about since we played some of our first Cup games, and we're in a good spot to make it happen.
Does this feel like a playoff game in a way?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the energy and the physicality, was similar. There was implications on the game, so glad that we got out of it with a win, and I think that it's going to help us down the stretch. I was talking to Tyus a little bit about our execution in the fourth quarter and down the stretch, and some things we can clean up. So excited to get tomorrow off, see my family, be with my kids and my wife, and then next day get back to the drawing board and see how we can be better.
Thanks, Des.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.